Hello, people. We are JBuck live. It's Tuesday night, so you know what that means. Shenanigans. Let me... Ooh, I got the echo going right now. Hey, at least the audio works. All right, guys and gals and everyone else that's watching, let's just kick into it, shall we? Man, the color is awesome. Hey, what is going on, everybody? Welcome back to JBuck Live, your weekly shenanigan-filled show of me recapping all of the movie news that everyone already knows about. What is going on, everybody? I am JBuck, of course. We're just going to have a chill show. Again, I always say that, but I like to just kind of sit back, relax, kind of talk about things maybe a little bit more in depth, kind of what you're thinking, what I'm thinking, what we're all thinking about certain movie news and everything like that. Also, I'm just tired of the lighting looking so poorly. So I might have to buy some desk lighting, to be honest. Something along those lines, because I don't like the lighting here on YouTube. On TikTok, it looks perfectly fine. But that's enough of me. Who do we got here? We got Jared. We got Mr. I-100. What is going on, sir? Art, what is going on? Crunchy, we haven't seen Crunchy in a while. What is going on, Crunchy? Give him a big old crunch in the chat. And then, of course, Jared once again. We're going to talk about, kind of anything and everything that happened this last week. I am live, of course, on YouTube. We got the visuals up, all of that stuff. Also, over on TikTok, I am live. If you want to see the video version and talk with even more people, jump over to my YouTube channel for all of that. Movie news. Actually, I'm not even going to get into that right now. One, I don't like my haircut. I'm going to complain. This is me airing my grievances. So, I went and got this haircut, 2.5 weeks ago? And the very first, hour I had this haircut, I was like, oh, this is a great haircut. I shot a few videos, I did some thumbnails. I was like, this is one of the best haircuts, best, throwing quotes up, best haircuts I've had in a long, long, long time. And no lie, after taking a closer inspection, and maybe I've mentioned this before on a podcast or something, this side of my hair is an eighth of an inch shorter than this side. This side is out of control right now. And then this swoop thing, they cut it way too, they didn't cut it at all. So I need to go in and get a haircut, I guess. That's just me complaining. I look like I'm losing my hair or something like that because my forehead's kind of big. I don't know, people. This is just, I need to just, cut my own hair. That's what I need to do. That is what I need to do. Yeah, when you're looking closer, it's not that great. TikTok, you guys, you're breaking in and out for me. Yeah, it does look like I have kind of an unstable connection. I'm gonna be honest, I need to get a new phone because this phone is freaking old. That's how it is. I can't comment on YouTube videos anymore. So yeah, oh dang, Crunchy is in the doghouse for commenting on YouTube. But that's kind of me just complaining about things, my haircut and whatnot. But I also want to talk about kind of what has been going on in the world right now, I guess. There's a polar vortex essentially here in Iowa. It was -9 the other day. I tried to go outside and get something. Actually, no, I walked half a block to go get the mail. And my neighbors, they saw me because they were, I don't know, doing something. And I was wearing slippers. not essentially slippers, but, shoes that you could just lounge around in, and shorts to go get the mail. And they probably thought I was going crazy because I was wearing next to nothing and it was freezing cold. Yeah. So that's kind of what Iowa's been like. Plus, everyone else is being really cold. But Art actually in the chat brought up exactly what I want to be talking about is Texas, because my sister lives in Texas, and also business partner Nolan, who's been on JBuck Live and a few podcasts and stuff like that. They've been out without power for 2 days now. I think 48 hours, to be honest. And also, I know Rudy from Rudy's Movie Reviews. He has been without power. I've been kind of touching base with him to kind of see what's been going on for him and whatnot. And anyone that's in Texas right now, man, I feel for you right now, because not only are you without power, you're without heat, you're without anything, any sort of supplies. From what it sounds like, it is completely sold out. So honestly, thoughts and prayers go out to the people in Texas, because if you're sitting in your car to get warm, I cannot believe that. That is crazy bonkers. And again, we'll probably find out more, because I'll talk to Nolan later this week and my sister, so I'll have an update kind of their situation. But anyone that is in Texas, please stay safe, I guess. We got Carlos over on TikTok. What's going on, Carlos? Hopefully TikTok is the connection is fine. I know that it's been cutting in and out for some people, and thank you so much for the kind comments. I appreciate that. The Hobbit, your thoughts on Rian Johnson confirming that his Star Wars trilogy is still on? You know what? I love that. The Hobbit, great question. I know that there's some movie news about Star Wars that I'm going to talk about. Obviously, some good, some bad, some weird, and whatnot. And the Star Wars trilogies that Rian Johnson, I guess, is in charge of. Let's see here. Denman, what's going on? Hey, from Australia, keep up what you're doing. Your content, an amazing way of thinking. Well, thank you, sir, for commenting and all that. Appreciate that. But as for the Rian Johnson Star Wars trilogy, so obviously, when The Last Jedi came out, it was very mixed. I mean, we've all been along these lines of how these Star Wars movies have kind of fallen about. How Last Jedi, absolutely everyone hated it. And then when the Rise of the Skywalker, or Rise of Skywalker, came out, everyone changed their tune. Love The Last Jedi. Oh my gosh, Rian Johnson was on to something. It's amazing. Aside from that, I think cool that his trilogy is still on. The thing is, I think what Star Wars is doing is that they are moving away from right now, or at least they're taking a break from movies. They're taking a break from like these big blockbuster things, because they know that Disney Plus is it's a moneymaker, man. Because if you release just Star Wars, plus with what Marvel is doing right now, which I'll talk about some of that, they are killing it with the monies, because they have 50 million subscribers. Someone might have to correct my number for that, but if you have 50 million times, they're raising the price, I think it's to $8. So 50 million times 8, that's 400 million a month, times 12, that's $4.8 billion. Someone correct my math, but that's me going off the top of my head. That is why Star Wars, Marvel, almost anything, actually not Marvel, because they're still going to do the big blockbuster movies, but with these shows being dropped on Disney Plus, I honestly think that that's the way to go. It's going to make them a lot more money in the long run and everything. What is going on? A wee man, can you say hi, my friend Peyton? It's his birthday. Well, Peyton, happy birthday, dude. Hopefully you have a good one. So that's kind of my thoughts on Rian Johnson's trilogy. Is I think that it's on the back burner. I mean, it's probably not a high priority. They probably are like, take your time, think about what you think this movie should be or is going to be, and then go off and do your own thing. Yeah. Yes, thank you, Jared, for feeling our pain in Texas. But the good news, I got my power back today. Oh, okay, Mr. I-100 is in Texas, and We got word. We got boots on the ground, theoretically, in Texas. So, I mean, that's good, Mr. I-100. Hopefully you keep it. Hopefully you keep that power for sure, man. Appreciate that. Crunchy annual is 5.85. Pretty solid. Yeah, so apparently, you know, my math was a little bit low. Their annual monies is $5.8 billion. So, obviously, Disney Plus is the future for them for sure. I don't know. If he can come up with an interesting trilogy to happen in the Star Wars universe, whether it be that New Republic, Old Republic, some sort of mix thing, like, don't focus on the Star or the Skywalkers. I mean, get off of that, do something completely weird out of the box and whatnot. And with them having all of those shows announced over the investors meeting, 4 months ago now, there's a lot of crap that they got coming. That's for sure. I mean, I love Star Wars. Give me anything and everything Star Wars, but just take your time with it. You know, keep things in the oven a little bit longer. Like Mandalorian Season 1 had some misses for sure. Mandalorian Season 2, absolutely loved it. It was amazing. So, like, do more of that, you know, planning potentially. Phase Gun, I am a really big fan of your videos. Can I have a shout out? Well, Phazon, thank you so much for being a fan of my videos, for sure. Kenobi is going to be great. Yeah, Kenobi is one that I'm definitely looking forward to for sure. But that's kind of what I guess I've been up to, what I've been dealing with, what everyone in the U.S. and world has been dealing with. It's snowing places that it shouldn't be snowing. We got Star Wars news. But I don't know. I have a handful of topics we can talk about. Obviously, the title is We Live in a Society, and Darth Maul is back potentially in Star Wars. We'll talk about that for sure. But I don't know. I guess, in the comments on TikTok or YouTube, if you guys have questions or any other topics you want to bring up, be sure to let me know and we can talk about them. Otherwise, I'm going to just list off a handful of things and we can have a discussion for sure. I think next week, I was looking at the calendar. I think next week, I might do that game night thing. So we might do on JBuck Live, we might do Jackbox and actually have, like, you guys in the chat, whoever's in here first gets to play on their phone and everything like that. I tried to get that set up a few weeks ago, but that kind of fell through. So I think that's what next week we'll do on JBuck Live for sure. And if there's any other things you guys would like to see done on the show, be sure to just let me know. I mean, this show is for you all out there for sure. It's just connecting with the awesome people that tune in every Tuesday night. We actually surprisingly have some news in trailer talk. Let me see if I can find the trailer. We're not going to show the actual image or the trailer because I know that the last time I did that, copyright issues, but let me find what I am looking for, and then I'll play the sounder. I will play the sounder, people. Da 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 da. What is this? What am I looking for? Have you guys seen this new trailer? Boss. Where's that, boss? Okay, maybe it's not on this website. What the heck? What the heck, people? What the heck? Is it on this one? No. Well... Oh, man, this is what you get when you have a live show. Things just don't work out for ya. Work out for ya. Work out for ya. All right, people, we got one trailer. We're going to talk about it. We're going to kick into it. So here's a sounder that you guys haven't heard in a long time. Hopefully. Jeez, I'm rusty.
See you later, Eddie, Mama, Bubba, Jim, Big Jim, Little Jim, Slim Jim, everybody. I'll see you later, Chow Ding.
All right, what's going on, everybody? I don't even know. Did trailer talk even play? I don't even know. I don't know what's going on. But Carlos is asking, do I still have my Christmas tree up? Yes, I do. Boom, right there. Christmas tree. I got my Christmas tree up. It relaxes me, calms me. Calms me in this crazy time we are in. All right, switch that and switch that. Zippity doodah, Dave. All right, let's switch over. All right, so trailer talk. We haven't talked about trailers that often. And this one actually kind of looks cool. It's coming to Hulu on March 5th. It's called Boss Level. Now, I don't think that this is going to break any mold. It'd be anything over-the-top crazy, be one that's potentially memorable. But we got, we have Mel Gibson, Naomi Watts, Frank Grillo, Michelle Yeoh, Ken Jeong in this movie. And essentially, what this trailer is it's an action... It's an action movie mixed with the premise of Groundhog Day, where a guy keeps living the same day over and over and over again. And honestly, the trailer seemed really cool. Again, I can't play it due to copyright issues and whatnot, but this is coming to Hulu, and this is one that I would say maybe keep an eye out for. It looks like big old dumb fun, where this guy, I'm assuming he's playing through essentially a video game, but it's like real life, action packed and all of that stuff, and then has to get to the boss level, and that's the part that he keeps dying in, or he figures it out. So essentially it's that spin on potentially like Palm Springs and Happy Death Day and stuff like that. So this boss level movie, I don't know, man, it's looking like a nice boss movie. I mean, I don't know. I like Ken Jeong and Frank Grillo and action-packed, cool stuff. I don't know. Have you guys seen this trailer yet for Boss Level? If you haven't, go and watch it. I would recommend. I think I watched trailer 2. I don't think I watched actually trailer 1. But looks like dumb fun. So people on TikTok, people on YouTube, if you're looking for a dumb fun movie, March 5th, Boss Level. That's pretty much the only trailer news I really have to talk about, so I will get out of this segment, and we can go back to here and get out of trailer talk.
See you later, Eddie, Mama, Bubba, Jim, Big Jim, Little Jim, Slim Jim, everybody. I'll see you later, Chow Ding.
All right, people, that was Trailer Talk, the part of the show where we talk about trailers. I don't know. Again, movie news is very sparingly recently. So that was the trailers and stuff like that. I guess movie news. We can just talk about a few things. Whatchamacallit? Oh, the big one. I mentioned things about Star Wars and what's going on, the status of the Star Wars galaxy, essentially. I mean, you guys asked me about the Rian Johnson trilogy. The one thing that I do want to talk about, and I think we talked about it on the SoCo Show podcast. Again, if you're looking for a podcast, that's the weekly podcast I am a co-host on with my two good buddies, the SoCo Show, SOCO. But Cara Dune from Mandalorian, one of the biggest members of the Mando family, has been axed. Again, this kind of came out a little bit over the last couple weeks of just Gina Carano. My bad, I got that spelled wrong. She got shit canned from Mandalorian. I don't know if anyone's really butthurt about it. I mean, it sucks for someone to lose a job, but also it's like, hey, get your life together. Times have changed, and don't be a shitty person. So Cara Dune Gina Carano has been fired from The Mandalorian, but also it came out today that they are not even going to they're not even going to recast her, which kind of makes sense. I mean, the way Mandalorian Season 2 ended, it doesn't really seem like her character was going to go really anywhere. It didn't have like a cliffhanger ending. Potentially, she might have had a role in that upcoming Rangers show, but I'm assuming that they will completely change that, and she will no longer be involved in any of that. So that was kind of, the Star Wars news that had been happening recently. Man, TikTok's being really slow tonight. I don't know. I don't think anyone really was wanting to have her around. She didn't add much, to be honest. So yeah, sorry, Gina, but you are out of there. But talking about Star Wars, since we're already in the Star Wars news, talking about her getting bamboozled from the work and whatnot, is there was actually I wouldn't say a rumor, but Ray Park, who played Darth Maul back in the prequels and whatnot. Darth Maul. Let me see. Darth Maul, Ray Park. So he recently posted. Oh my gosh, my camera, all of that crap. He recently posted a picture on his Instagram that was the mold for Darth Maul, like the horns and everything like that. Let me bring this up if I have it here. Wait, is Star Wars? Yeah, right here. Boom, on Cinema Blend. Wait, is Star Wars Darth Maul actor teasing a return for the Sith Lord? So obviously we got him in the Clone Wars. It was, animated and a different voice actor. But we got Ray Park as Darth Maul in The Phantom Menace, but we also did get a cameo of him at the end of Solo. Spoilers for anyone that, I guess, hadn't seen that movie and whatnot. And that very much left a cliffhanger for Darth Maul and Qi'ra, and potentially spreading off into the Star Wars universe. And the thing is, what I just mentioned earlier with Rian Johnson's trilogy and the changing of Star Wars, potentially going more Disney-based or Disney Plus-based and making more series rather than TV or movies rather. I think that any sort of plan that they had for a potentially Crimson Dawn movie was probably put on hold. So who really knows with that? And also, I mean, nothing against Ray Park, but I think he's probably a little bit too old to be picking up the dual-sided lightsaber once again. Potentially. I mean, maybe you get that more old, grizzled character, him being hurt and cut in half and then got robot legs and everything like that. So I don't know. This is all kind of just a rumor. People are speculating, obviously. I mean, this says, meet me on Dathomir, Sith life, all that stuff. So I'm curious here. I want to ask you, would you want to see some sort of Darth Maul capacity in a Disney Plus series, in a movie? Do you want to see him team up with Qi'ra and have a Crimson Dawn movie? I think it's called Crimson Dawn. Personally, for myself, I would love to see him and Qi'ra go and kind of be like gangsters, because that was one of the things that was set up at the end of Solo that just seemed so cool to myself. And we haven't really gotten it, and who knows if we are going to get that. And again, this is all speculation, this is rumor, this is just a discussion. I want to see what all of your thoughts are on potentially getting more Darth Maul into the live action space, no pun intended, in Star Wars. Because if anything, he could show up potentially in one of the Disney Plus series. It wouldn't have to be just a movie. It could be a series. He could have kind of a bit part, and then they spin it off, and then they give him finally his own Crimson Dawn series and potentially, like more gangster stuff. I don't know. I think that'd be kind of cool to see. Let's see what you guys in the chat are saying. I'm a little bit behind. Hot take: actions have consequences. Yes. I think it's a good idea to not recast, and you'd have a not my Cara Dune everywhere. yeah. Couldn't agree more, Cody, for sure, and never have to mention it. I don't like the character anyways. Am I the only one who didn't know that the guy was white and that he was also Toad in X-Men? Just blew my damn mind. I think Cody, the reason I knew that he was white was because of his appearance as Toad in the first X-Men movie. Honestly, that's the place that I remembered him from the most, and then I realized that, oh yeah, he also plays, all of these cool characters that are doing stunt work and stuff like that. I would like if they bring the voice actor to be Darth Maul live action. Yeah. Oh God, what is the name of the voice actor that is Darth Maul? Oh shoot, he's in the Schmodown movie trivia. Oh God, it's gonna kill me. What is the name of that dude's name? Because he was also the voice, I believe, of Starkiller in The Force Unleashed. I'm sure one of you in the chat are gonna let me know. And Art has to say, I love speculation and rumors. Yeah, cool stuff. And then some of you guys over on TikTok, some of you guys are saying, yes, I would love to see some more, Darth Maul in the Star Wars universe for sure. Yeah, I would like that too. I want to see some Fox content on Disney Plus. Yeah, Sam Witwer. There we go. Thank you, Cody. Sam Witwer. Oh, Nightmare Foxy. I had a bad day. Well, I am sorry to hear that. Hopefully, you just hanging out, chatting with people, venting will make your day a little bit better for sure. We're just talking about movies, movie news, movie speculations, anything and everything positive in the movie sphere. I don't know, man. When you're given a guy that looks that cool with a double-sided lightsaber, you got to get the most out of him. I know everyone hated General Grievous. I loved him. You get 4 lightsabers, you give him a robot exoskeleton, then you put real stuff inside of him, and he's just like, give me cool characters in the Star Wars universe. Because Darth Maul, just from his appearance, the weapon he uses, his backstory and kind of storyline that they have crafted through the Clone Wars, and his kind of, again, quick cameo and appearance in live action at the end of Solo, I think that you got to do something with him, to be honest. I mean, if anything, I'm trying to think. So Solo takes place before A New Hope, but Mandalorian takes place at the end of episode 6, 5 years after that. So you couldn't really have any mix there, because honestly, Darth Maul at that point would be super old. He would be really, really old. You'd have to do, again, a series that somehow bridges the gap in between Rogue One, Solo, A New Hope, and Revenge of the Sith. And, maybe you could find something there. Maybe you can, with Revenge of the Sith and the Empire kind of moving up. That's when crime very much becomes more and more of a thing. And then, therefore, you bring in Maul with Crimson Dawn and Kira and everything like that. I don't know. Grievous using the lightsabers of the Jedi he killed is low-key super badass. I think they could have used him a lot more too. Yeah, Cody, 100%. I think that they should have definitely used him. I mean, it's just cool. I mean, not only is he a robot dude with this cool backstory and was trained by Count Dooku. I know in the Clone Wars, and then there was 2 Clone Wars. There was the one that was animated like Samurai Jack. I know that people really love that character there, but also in the actual Clone Wars, I believe that he also got the spotlight here or there. I mean, obviously a lot more. I think Clone Wars, I mean, when you're given that many series or seasons, it's obviously going to shine the light on more characters, obviously. More of them getting the spotlight. So, I mean, only a rumor right now because this Instagram post of him doing it. I'm curious on why he's doing this again, because this was posted, literally today, I think it was. I don't know. Give me more. Yeah. Ray Park's time as Maul is currently available on Disney+. Well, that's Solo, I guess. And also, The Phantom Menace. I don't know. I think it'd be really cool. And I mentioned this, I tweeted this the other day. I'm curious if you guys would all like this. But, give me a Star Wars What If series. Essentially, the Legends Star Wars books, where they, took the Star Wars lore and then went crazy over the top with it, where, like, Chewie was killed by a moon, and there was a different Han Solo character and all of that stuff. I think that they should do that in the Star Wars world, is, like, almost not MCU-ify it, but take certain aspects. Like, the What If series from MCU is one of the ones that I'm very much looking forward to. And if you were to take that concept and switch it up with the Star Wars lore of, like, hey, what if so-and-so went dark? Like, we could get the story of Rey potentially going dark. Or, like, what if Han Solo never died? Or this or that. I think it'd be really cool to potentially get these mixed up weird stories just as, like, a quick run, and then boom, you go off and they do your own thing. So, who knows? Hey, Jennifer is in the chat. What is going on, Jennifer? Hello. And then Mr. I-100, speaking of things Disney, did you know we will get a trailer of Cruella tomorrow and then Luca at the end of the month? Well, Mr. I-100, I should be paying you to be helping with this show, because that was the next thing on the list was Cruella. I wanted to talk about that because we got the first poster today of Cruella, and then also we have a trailer. Okay, first poster today, and then we're getting the trailer tomorrow. And let's see if I can pull this thing up. Yeah, look at this. Look at this poster. I love this poster. One, Emma Stone is amazing, but also I'm loving the black and white. I'm loving the hair, the makeup, the look, and just boom, simple black, white, red, pops, just pops. And it's coming out May 2021, which I had no clue that this movie was coming out this soon. So I'm excited for it. I know that we got like a first look image. Maybe it's down here. Nope, not down there. We had gotten that image. Yeah, there we go. Essentially this image right here at the top. We had gotten that during the like Disney's investors meeting, I think. And it's a damn good first image. You got the dogs, you have Cruella with the black and white hair, you have her two goons who I can't remember exactly what their names are. I haven't watched the 101 Dalmatians in years. But this is one that I'm very much looking forward to coming to Disney Plus, I believe, or movie theater. I don't know if they're going to do the whole dual thing that HBO Max is doing. But yeah, we get the first trailer for Cruella. I'm curious. Are you guys looking forward to this one? Do you need to see more? Do you like the idea of where they're going to go with this one? I like it. I woke up, and again, this was the first thing I saw, and I was like, hey, today's going to be a good day. Wake up and see Emma Stone looking like that. Whew, here we go. Cody is saying that's a damn good idea. I'd watch 100 years of stuff like that if Han Solo was Force sensitive or R2 spoke English. Dude, I'm telling you right there, those two ideas you just threw out, sign me up. I would 100% watch those. Like if Han Solo was Force sensitive, that'd be awesome. But R2, who would voice R2? I think that'd be the craziest, coolest thing too. Would be like, who is going to voice R2? That would be awesome for sure. Jen is saying I've been doing tons of schoolwork, just introductions, and they want essays. Essays. I'm assuming essays is what you're saying there. Cool. Thanks, man. Best if you host the show. Yeah, no, again, you guys throw out whatever the hell you want to talk about, and we will talk about it. But yeah, let's see here. This poster is just the shot. The chaser will come tomorrow, and the first trailer for Cruella is supposed to be released. So probably 8 o'clock in the morning tomorrow, Central Time, or 11 o'clock. I will be doing a trailer reaction. Fingers crossed if I wake up early enough. So people on TikTok and people on YouTube, you guys will get trailer reactions for Cruella tomorrow. We got Ash over on TikTok. What is going on, Ash? Thank you so much for stopping by. Then all reports are that the movie is set to be a prequel, a sort of origin story for the popular Disney villain. I guess we'll learn more of why she apparently loves fur coats and all of that stuff. So, okay. Before I get too much further, because I was sold on this image, obviously the image, the first couple images, the look. I'm curious, the story here. Do you want to see this potential origin story? Because I know that this is almost following the steps of something that was like that Maleficent. That's what I call it, is the one of Angelina Jolie as the Green Witch or whatever from what, Snow White. Is it Snow White? I can never remember. But that one was given the villain an origin story. So this one, it looks like we're going to get the villain origin story as well. So does that change your mind on this? Do you want to see that? Do you not want to see that? I'm curious, I guess. I don't know. Honestly, you could take this movie in a really, really dark way and it turns into like bestiality, but it's Disney, so they're not going to go that way with it. I guess it's just going to be a thing that we're going to see maybe a younger Cruella. She's going to maybe have some sort of traumatic event with a dog and then be like, no, I need to have these dogs. Or honestly, you know what this sounds like? It sounds like The Devil Wears Prada, but a prequel to that movie. Because it's going to be this woman that gets into fashion, obviously, because that's kind of the character from what I remember. I don't know. A little scary. Yeah, actress looks a little scary. Let's see what you people are saying. But the thing is, isn't Cruella supposed to be in the 30s? This is set in the 70s. Yeah, that's the thing, Jen. They're definitely switching up the lore essentially of these Disney movies, and gonna go off and make their own stories essentially. So that's gonna be one thing that is going to not necessarily make things different, but it's gonna be like, oh, she's going to dress differently. She's going to have to act differently. Yeah. Maybe we'll get to see her husband murdered by a pack of Dalmatians. If that is the origin story, again, it's Disney. I doubt that they'll go that dark with it. What if that's the origin story? I am on board instantly. Show me no more. Tell me no more. I am right there watching it. Okay, yeah, there was Maleficent. Yeah, Maleficent, which took a classic story of Sleeping Beauty and retold it. So Maleficent, Sleeping Beauty. There we go. Oh, yeah, Emma Stone, her Cruella is very Rocky Horror. Yeah, absolutely. Look at that. Ooh. Honestly, yeah, wow. Art, now that you say that, I cannot unsee that. I see, God, what's his name that played, whatever his name is, Monster Frankenstein or whatever the hell his name was. All right, so yeah, that's Cruella. Cruella is coming out. Oh, my gosh, no, we don't want trailer talk. There's too many buttons. I'm hitting too many buttons, people. We're going off the rails. We're going out of control. And that's the thing is, we don't know right now whether or not that this is going to be one of those movies that is Disney Plus Premium. More than likely it will, or Premier Access, because I know Raya and The Last Dragon, which comes out March 5th, I want to say, that one is going to do that whole weird thing where it's $30 at home, and then you can go to the movie theater as well and pay, $12 or however much a movie ticket is. Which that is the thing that Disney is doing that they're not really telling a lot of people or really even advertising it, which I think is going to be a huge sticker shock to a lot of people, is because you know how Mulan was rolled out. It was awful, to be honest, because it was like, hey, you can watch it on Disney Plus for $30. And people are like, well, wait a minute, I already own Disney Plus. Why do I have to pay $30? And that was a complete flop. Not a lot of people watched Mulan, and it fell through the cracks. It's free now on the platform. Now, the thing is, with Raya, and I'm curious about Cruella, I'm curious about if they're going to do this with Black Widow, for example. Are they going to release these movies also on Disney Plus Premium or Premier Access for that huge sticker price, or you have to go out to the movie theater? Because I'm sorry, but I'm not going to pay $30 to watch a movie at home. If I were to go to an IMAX movie theater and have like a heated seat and got free popcorn, then I'm paying $30 maybe because it's an experience. Watching a movie at home on my couch, not worth my $30. And I'm curious, let me know in the chat, are you guys willing to pay $30 for these potentially Premier Access, or do you wish and hope, fingers crossed, that Disney kind of goes about the way of HBO Max and releases these movies on Disney Plus and the movie theater same day, same time, all of that stuff. I'm going to read some of these comments while you guys chat that. They're doing it again with Raya. Yep, the $30 for Raya. These characters in the movie look boring as hell. I don't see the Disney Plus logo. It only says May, so it's still planned for theaters. Yeah, so Mr. I-100, that does make, you do have a point there because they haven't really said anything. I guess we will find out tomorrow. I think tomorrow with the trailer, if they drop it and at the end it says available in movie theaters and Disney Plus, then there might need to be more questions on whether or not we're paying $30 for this movie, or I'm already paying for Disney Plus, so then therefore I get this movie. Yeah. Jen has to say, I'm going to pay the $69, I hope, but I'm not paying $30 for this. Sorry, I'll wait. Soul was free, and it was a hit, so I don't understand this. Yeah, Jen, you're 100% right. You're 100%. Where they dropped Soul for free, it was a Christmas time. Everyone watched it with their family. Everyone had a good time with it. But now they're going back. They're reeling it back a little bit with Raya being the first one and trying to get $30 out of it. So we will see how that pans out for sure. I don't know. I do not know. A few other news items. I mean, just some small things that I kind of want to talk about before we get into kind of just talking about the Snyder Cut. So while I'm talking about these other two items, let me know all of your thoughts on the Snyder Cut in the comments so then I can read those and participate with all of you. Two small news items. Paranormal Activity. Apparently, they're working on a 7th movie. I haven't seen any of these movies, so I don't know if I should see these movies. Let me know in the chat if you're a fan of Paranormal Activity, if I need to watch these movies, if they all are pretty much the same. But apparently, yeah, they're working on a 7th one, and I think that it's going to be a complete reimagining of the franchise. Maybe reimagining the first one and then working out from there. But then another thing I wanted to talk about, and this is or just a really kind of cool thing that happened, was apparently over in, I think, China for the Lunar New Year, this last weekend, the Lunar New Year weekend, a movie called Detective Chinatown 3 had the biggest opening weekend ever in the world in any territory. Crazy. It actually beat Avengers Endgame. I believe Avengers Endgame had the biggest opening here in North America with $347 million. And over in China this last weekend when this movie opened, which, again, with the time that we are in, the world that we are in, it's crazy that a movie made this much money, but I believe it made $389 million on opening weekend. So this Chinatown, the Detective Chinatown 3 movie is the biggest movie ever opening weekend in the world. So Disney, you need to ramp it up. You need to make an Endgame 2 and try to make as much money as you possibly can. Something 078. Why am I the only one here? Well, thank you for being here. I'm assuming my connection is a little bit laggy. And then Ryan, what is going on, Ryan? Thank you so much for jumping in here for sure. All right, and then let's see what you guys have to say. I got to watch the last episode of WandaVision. I haven't seen it, but I'm waiting until I get my Disney Plus this week. Awesome, Jen. Jen, you have bunch of binging of WandaVision to do for sure. Art is saying the first 3 or 4 were good, but lost track after that. Seth is saying watch them. I think I actually might do reactions for those movies. I think that'd be really fun to do first time watch and reactions for the Paranormal Activity movies. If anything, maybe the first 3. I don't know if the 6 of them are worth it. I guess Disney didn't like that. I also heard that Kevin Feige is not interested in doing the theaters and Disney Plus for Black Widow. Yeah, Mr. I-100, I'm glad you brought that up because I was reading something, or I guess he had an interview potentially, and he had said that we are releasing Black Widow in the movie theaters. Like, it is going to the movie theaters. We're sticking to the movie theaters. It needs to be on the big screen and all of that. I guess I'm just curious that if the movies, the shows, WandaVision and Falcon Winter Soldier, if they're going to keep dropping on, and then Loki later this year, if they're going to be dropping on Disney Plus, at what point do you finally have to pull like a ripcord and release these movies? Because there's probably certain aspects of these movies that ties in with the shows and the shows in with the movies. So at what point do you just be like, okay, we have to release these? Or do you postpone those Disney Plus shows, which would piss off a lot of people, to be honest? Yeah, I think obviously from a money-making point of view, you're going to make a lot more money in the movie theater. At what point do you cut your losses? I mean, it's Disney. You have a lot of money, like we said, of how much money they are making off of just their streaming service seems bananas, for sure. Cody is saying Paranormal Activity is a lot like Saw. Great premise, well done for a couple movies, then devolves into silliness as they keep trying to justify the sequels. You know what? I like that comparison because I was a huge fan of the Saw franchise. Huge fan of 1, 2, 3, and that 4, it just completely fell apart for myself. I just couldn't do it anymore. I was like, what is going on with these movies? Fell by the wayside. Cody is saying, I'm feeling the tone of the Snyder Cut. It feels less goofy and more epic, and give me all of the Joker you got. I'm pretty well sold on Leto's new take. Yeah, that is one thing. I also TikTok, I apologize. My internet, my phone actually is like super hot and about to explode. So that is why everything is running so slow. I'm going to have to get a new phone. But thank you for stopping by and at least hanging out with me. But the Snyder Cut. Yeah, the Snyder Cut, the trailer dropped on Sunday. And I'm still curious. That's the biggest thing, is I'm curious about this movie. I liked what they showed. It felt like a lot of it was the same, you know, a little bit more polish and maybe a little bit more character design. But the one thing that really stood out to me, and Cody said it, was the Joker. And unfortunately, I think that that is probably the small bit of the Joker we are going to get in this movie. I don't think we'll get much more of him, unfortunately. I think it's just going to be kind of a quick scene of him in the nightmare thing, in the dream. But I'm really liking the different take, because the one with the damaged and the metal teeth, he looked like Jaws from 007. It just was a huge miss for myself. I just didn't like it. Obviously, a lot of people didn't like it either, with Suicide Squad and everything. But this new look very much is kind of authentic to the other Jokers we have gotten. Him saying we live in a society, and him being like Batman. Like, I really did like that. Yeah. I don't know. I'm not necessarily over the moon about it. I think that, again, they're going a little bit more serious with it. They're taking, I don't know, whatever Zack Snyder really wanted in this movie and going crazy balls to the walls with it, making it a 4-hour epic. I think it's going to be a thing where out of that 4 hours, 25% I really enjoy, and then the other 75% is just the original movie retooled, upskinned or reskinned, color changes, color balance, all of that, color correction. I don't know. I know a lot of fans that are big DCEU fans, or just DC fans, Superman fans, are really excited about the black outfit, the few things that we've seen, Darkseid, obviously. So, I don't know. I mean, with 4 hours, that seems like a very large time commitment. Essentially, it's half my day. Not half my day, a third of my day. But I'm going to watch it. Looks interesting, for sure. Joker, for me, is by far the part that sticks out, the coolest part for myself, for sure. I'm guessing it won't be until next year when Black Widow is on theaters. That's really annoying. I'm tired of the theaters. Yeah, Black Widow. WandaVision, Falcon, Winter Soldier, and Loki are safe. It's Miss Marvel and Hawkeye I'm worried about. That could be ties for those movies. Mr. I-100, you are correct, sir. I think that these other ones are taking place at times that really won't affect much of the storyline. Along with Black Widow, that movie is essentially a prequel. I think that it might tie in with certain things moving forward, or have certain Easter eggs potentially in there that tie in with other things. So I'm curious at what point, do you just have to drop it and whatnot. But WandaVision is awesome so far. Winter Soldier, I'm very much looking forward to it. And Loki is a surprise one that I'm very much looking forward to. Excuse me, Rick Bro. What is going on, Rick Bro? How's it going, man? I wonder if we'll get more or less Wonder Woman upskirt shots in the new cut. Oh, man. Cody, probably less, because Joss Whedon is not behind it. That apparently he's a pervert, and he is not going to be behind much of this movie, if at all anything. So that's kind of all the news I had. I don't really have much else. I don't know. I guess we could use this last 10 minutes for some Q&A. Let me know in the chat what you guys want to talk about. I will say this Thursday, be sure to tune in for the live SoCo show. Cody in the chat, Seth in the chat, and myself, we do a podcast every week, and then every month we do a live episode. It'll be on the YouTube channel, this YouTube channel, this Thursday, 8 o'clock. We're going to have a lot of fun. Be sure to stop by, because you get to ask questions, be part of the show. You can also submit questions over on our Twitter at SoCo Show Pod on Twitter. Be sure to go and do that for sure. Also, people on TikTok, I'm going to cut you guys off a little bit early because my phone is about dead. Thank you so much for stopping by. But yeah, if you want to see even more of this, be sure to stop by on Thursday for the live show. And Harry Potter superfan, what is going on? Thank you so much for stopping by. All right, so TikTok has ended. Yeah, Cody asking the real questions. Live, baby, live. Yeah, so this Thursday we should have a fun time with the live show and everything like that. And then I think moving forward, there's a few things with the podcast we're going to try to do, implement, try do some more marketing with it and whatnot. But yeah, basically, if you want to see or hear three friends just talk about shenanigans and then some movie news and some games and fun stuff in there, be sure to check out the SoCo show every week. It's fun. It's good stuff. And we're starting to bring on guests. So I think next week is going to be one of our first guests. We've had a few friends and people of the industry, but we're trying to branch out and bring in any or even more people. So do that. Do that for sure, people. I guess if you guys don't have any questions, I don't really have much else. And if not, we could just we could call it quits for the evening, call it a quick show a little bit early. Let's see here. Oh, quick questions here. For 4 hours, I'm going to have to pause the little quick breaks. You know what's funny, Mr. I-100? I'm glad you brought that up because that is one thing that I've realized now is when I was going to the movie theater, I could easily go through a 2 hour, maybe 2.5 pushing it, hour movie without going to the restroom. When I watch a movie at home, I can barely make it an hour without about peeing my pants. And I don't know if it's because it's been really cold, my basement is freezing. I have no clue. But yeah, I will be, during that 4 hour Snyder cut, I will be taking several breaks. You know that I will take a lunch break. I will be taking a food break. I will be doing all of that stuff. Let's see here. JB, I'm planning on a Judas and the Black Messiah screening tonight. How stoked should I be? Oof, Cody, I do not want to spoil anything for you, but you are going to thoroughly enjoy it, especially Daniel Kaluuya. He's wonderful. He's perfect in that role. Also, I don't know. I know that you probably know more about history than I do. I knew nothing about these events that took place and everything, so it was very educational for me. But yeah, you're gonna enjoy this one, man. So I'll be very curious to hear your thoughts on the SoCo show on Thursday. Jen is asking, what do you think of Mario World? Jen, are you asking about the one that opened up over in Japan, or was it China? I don't know which one it was. I think the trailer you sent me, which is really cool. I just want to be there. I want to go see that thing. It looks like it's so much fun. Jacob Anders, I have a question. Why do I always seem to come in here when the shows are ending? Hey, Jacob, thank you so much for just stopping by, man. Also, people, if you're watching this, Jacob, I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, Jacob does a live show right after mine, right up against the butt of it. So if you want to see even more movie news and listen to him go through his tech issues just like me, jump over to his channel, give him a follow, give him a subscribe, watch his live show, partake in that, because I understand how difficult it is to do a live show from the tech perspective, but also from just talking to yourself in the chat with the delay. So go and show him some love for sure. Also, Cody is saying, also Possessor just hit Hulu. So yeah, if you guys haven't watched Possessor, that was one of my favorite movies of 2020. So if you haven't, go check that out for sure. It's a wild sci-fi horror, very dark, trippy movie for sure. Go check that one out. And then this weekend, new episode of WandaVision and Nomadland. Hopefully I get to watch them by the time I am home. Still has power. Yeah, that's a good thing. Mr. I-100, I'm glad you brought that up because Nomadland, I've heard really, really good things. I am looking forward to that this weekend on Hulu. So if you are looking forward to a pretty good movie, from what I've heard, I haven't watched it yet, that will be dropping on Hulu this Friday. And also, just to not be spoiled by WandaVision, for the next however many episodes of this series, I am staying up till 2 a.m. and going to be editing my videos, so hopefully they'll be live even sooner. The reason so is because, obviously, if you aren't aware, the sooner you get a video published, the more views you get on YouTube. But also, I have had people message me before I've even watched the episode, and it's getting very frustrating. So I will be watching it the time it drops, just like Mandalorian, just because I want to be up on, getting my video published, but also I don't want to be spoiled by anything, because the stuff that is happening in WandaVision right now is bonkers. The theories are infinite, people. Who knows? There's anything and everything that's happening, for sure. But yeah, I don't know. That's about it. That's pretty much all that I got for JBuck Live. Next week, fingers crossed, I'm going to try to set it up, and we're going to have a game night, essentially. So if you want to stop by, you can partake. We're going to play Jackbox, hopefully on YouTube. All you have to do is have a phone, and if you're one of the first few people here, you get to play with me on the screen. Everyone else gets to be an audience member, and then we'll kind of switch people out systematically, I guess. But that's what I want to do, is JBuck Live. I like talking about the news, but news is very slow, and some of it just does not interest me. So next week we'll be playing games while also talking about movie news and everything like that. So if you guys want to play games or just stop by and have some fun, be sure to stop by next week. Thank you. Be sure to like this video, subscribe to JBuck Studios. If you haven't, please go over to TikTok and follow JBuck Studios. That's myself, obviously. I am slowly getting to my goals over there, and it's been really fun to just kind of put some random short video content together over there. Really fun stuff for sure. Jackbox is fun too, but watch some of the music. So yeah, thank you so much, Jacob, for warning me about that for sure. Anyway, though, like I said, go jump over to Jacob's stream right after this. Literally, I'm going to log off, so if you want to stay connected, go and jump over to his channel. WandaVision Friday, obviously. SoCo Show Thursday. Be sure to tune in for that. And I'm going to get out of here because my throat is very parched from talking so much. So thank you guys and gals for stopping by, and we will see you guys next week. Bye-bye.